needs to be mowed again. It looks like
Yeah.
it. We've been getting a
Well,
lot of rain.
Yeah.
we like I said, we got so much rain here yesterday. We had landslides. I had a river flowing out the tire
Oh, wow.
tracks in my driveway. But we had
Wow.
major landslides that Oregon Department knocked it. One of them was so good it knocked a vehicle off the highway over the bank and next to the river. Thank God the river wasn't super high. They had to take the big tow truck up there to get that truck pickup back up onto the roadway. Scared the hell out of those people, I bet.
Yeah.
Might get some more people, and I just shared or started the restream. Yeah.
You got a little bit of something that formed up, but it's getting knocked down right here in southwestern South Carolina.
Yeah, see, it's already it divided up over the mountains.
Yeah, and this little bit here, it had some lightning with it. When I first watched it, I've been watching it for a little while, but it's already knocking it out. Yeah,
I'm glad because there's been so much rain that
I lived over here in Athens for 6 months, 7 months, 1 year. That place, forget college towns.
I've played at a couple of clubs in Athens, Georgia.
Yeah, they're nuts over there. They give college students too much right, and the working man, they want to take your money from you. They messed with me so hard there that I finally gave up and moved.
Wow.
And I was actually being requested by I was doing day labor for a little bit, and they were actually requesting me to where I got my choice of the job for the day. And I based that on, well, who's going to pay me the most for the day? I know what you get, but I want to know if one of the jobs is willing to pay me higher. You need to call them back.
Did you ever see this picture, Broke?
Which one?
The storm that went through here, that took that big tree out.
Yeah, I seen that over this when it happened.
Yeah. Somebody got this picture.
That's a big storm.
There, I'm gonna kill. Oh, I'm gonna kill the screen share. There we go.
Man, is that a tornado behind there?
It sure in the hell looks like something.
At first, it was before that storm went into town. I remember that day. They were calling for straight line winds, and then it crossed. Then it started getting closer to motor, and they're saying it was a small, like F2 or something went through there, stripped some roofs, busted a bunch of trees down.
That's just an eerie picture. I mean, that building is 72 floors.
Yeah.
I mean, that dark cloud goes all the way to the bottom practically. We don't see half of it, but
well, in Mother Nature's defense,
we're in the way.
Yep.
Somebody's boat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right there on the Detroit riverfront. That's the new riverfront. That's actually the GM building.
Yes, the big tall one.
That'd be somebody's payday.
Yep. They're actually moving out of there. General Motors. Yes, they are.
They've had that building for years.
You know, that building was opened up in 1976. I was in middle school, and my class, we did a play for Julius Caesar, and our teacher was like a drama. He was in big into drama in some society or whatever. I don't know. You know, as a kid, but he got us into I don't know some kind of contest, and we won, and we got to do the play there in that building in 1976 when it opened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was Metla Simber. I was Mark Ants. I did two roles in the play because my buddy got sick and I always practiced with him, so I knew his lines too.
And I'll tell you what, that's serious. That's serious. About to be funnel situation.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
Look how you to the left of the building. You look up and it looks like there's an opening, like the light coming through, like there's a tunnel. If you know what I'm talking about, it's going upward.
Yeah,
yeah.
like
It's weird.
top floor up there.
Yeah, it's
Or
like the
third
sun's
from the
coming
top.
through way back there or up there.
They got a light. They got lights up there that never shut off. Is probably what it is.
I'm talking in the sky though. That eerie look to the left of the building. See how it's like glowing in a spot, right? Let me see if I
Yeah.
can get my hand on it.
Sun shining through. I get what you see.
Yeah,
mean.
right there.
Right there. Sun shining through. Looks like one on each over to the far left where you see those other buildings. The cloud drops all the way down there too.
Yep, that's how you know it's kind of like a funnel cloud.
I gotta let the dog out. I'll be right back.
I was just watching some videos on tornadoes and that, and they said the one that came through, it's like they never even seen it because it was just got so dark, and
Yep.
it rolled through, ripping buildings and shit, and no people were still out and about. There was no alarms. They just never even seen it coming. It was just got so dark.
Well, look at that one that just went through in Nebraska. That the damn tornado was bigger than the town, wider than the town. I heard
Yeah,
that basically their weather stuff didn't go up and nobody really noticed because it was just so dark. The older people that knew what that was were perfectly fine because they bailed for cover. But God, it makes you go.
I don't know who it was. Was it Jay Blues, Dave, or you? Told me about that one town that just got leveled.
Yep,
Acorn or Elkhorn or
Elkhorn
Nebraska.
and Sulphur.
Yeah, there
Okay.
was two
And
of them got hit.
Pat would know. That's not too far.
I've had it on fires where it's been just so dark that you're going, what the hell is going on? And we basically walked right into one of them fire nados, but it was so dense and thick as smoke. You're doing your job, and then you're like, I got to get to a better place. So you grab a crew member and you're hunting for a better place to try to get a look on what's going on. My other counterpart was going in the opposite direction so we could find where the fire front was, and we basically walked into a tornado. It was like, holy shit, run back to the crew and tell them get the hell out, go back the way we came. We don't want to be up there.
Zero, welcome in. Green
Come
room.
this way.
Oh yeah, Todd. Jay Blues, you could put some of that back on the loop, the background stuff if you want it. You know, low.
Absolutely. The background or the stuff that I was playing? The background, right? That's where we were.
unless you wanted to.
Yeah, I can just mess around with stuff in the background real low, no problem. Yeah.
We can smoke and we can listen too, though. If you're just putting it on a loop or whatever you do your background music that you record it, that's fine too.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up something different, but yeah, I'll bring up that first while I'm looking for something that works even better. Here we go.
I couldn't imagine all the fucking shit you got recorded.
There's so much junk in there, but I want to stay on the chill vibe today.
Hey, wait a minute. I bet you you don't consider any of it junk.
I do too.
No.
Ask Dr. Nick. I'll like literally.
You refer to it as junk? Some of the junk I recorded.
Yeah.
No way.
There is Doctor. Oh, he's with the dog. Okay, yeah. He'll tell you.
Some of the shit's gold, man. What are you talking about?
It's just me. I mean, look.
Some of this shit is just more than just you. Well, yeah, it is you. It's you deep. I mean,
yeah, it's all, but it comes from all my roots of all the different players I've listened to.
And you know how it is, Motor. A musician's worst critic is himself.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I can be that way at certain things.
No smiling and laughing, Jay. Just because we know doesn't mean you have to laugh about us knowing.
Yeah.
It's like me when I'm singing a song. There's a couple I'm like, I'm not very good at that. My one buddy's like, you're not good at that.
Daniel Berry.
What the hell are you saying?
Daniel Berry has returned. Hit its channel up. Get into sports. Head that way.
How's the Tigers doing, Daniel? I don't even pay attention to the Tigers. Damn, that is bad. Whoops.
Isn't it basketball season now?
It's ending.
Oh, okay.
I think they're in the playoffs. Same with hockey.
You know how bad I am about it? I don't even know how the Trailblazers did this year, and I live in the same state with them.
Oh, wow, I just called somebody by accident. Oh, wait, no. Oh, that was April. Oh, jeez, I almost hit the phone call on Jason. I was in my messenger. I don't know how I got on his message.
Patrick Hellstrom, welcome in. Hope the weather's doing good up that way right now. Might have spoke too soon. Good to see you, brother.
How you doing, Pat? Good evening. Yeah, that gives me the vibe of like a piano bar. When I first start going into bars, and then was hanging out with my buddy who was a bouncer when I was real young, and we would go to this one old timer bar, and this is the kind of music they would play in the background. You just sit there. It was the quietest place. Guys were just sitting around talking. You could almost hear every individual guy's voice. But nobody was talking loud or nothing. They had their indoor voices, as he would say. It's just a different freaking vibe.
I know a couple cigar bars like that out here.
Yeah, you guess you could call them, cigar bars. That's a good name for them, because that's what basically were like a speakeasy or just a hangout.
Yep.
The closest you're going to find any. Dr. Nick Surface is just in time, but I'm going to say we're Dr. Nick. Sanford, Florida area on down. Fort Myers, just keep on going. You're going to find little speakeasies that you can just like play chill stuff. Yep.
Where I used to live in Arizona, I knew where every one of the bars that you walk out the front door, you walk around the building, you walk about 5 doors down, you find this other door, you walk in that hallway, you walk up that hall, you take a certain turn in that hallway, and you walk in the back door of the bar. You're there till daylight.
Yep.
I thought the bar was closed. It is closed. What the hell you doing in here? Looking for a beer? Okay, that'll be all right.
It's
And some of the after hours bars that were down in Florida, it was BYOB.
yeah.
Bring your own booze.
Yep.
Bring your
Or
own
bring
bottle.
your own broad.
Well, that
It might be that. South Florida is 24/7 now.
Yeah.
I think they have like.
Well,
Go ahead.
Dr.
Right? I mean, I don't
Dr.
think-
Nick, you're talking to somebody who had the keys to one.
really.
That's
I had the
right.
keys and the code.
That's right. So let's
Hell
go
yeah.
to good part.
City limits.
I knew a bar out here in
It's
Oregon.
actually
My
the bar's name was City Limits.
My best friend's mom and dad owned the bar, and on Mondays they were closed. But if you drove by on Mondays, there was like 5 cars in the parking lot. We got paid in beer, in alcohol, to go help clean the bar once a week. But the bar was closed. Can't let nobody in. You'd open the door, there'd be like 20 of us in there.
No, he's cute.
That's Dillinger.
That's who wanted to go outside a few minutes ago. Now his paws are all soaked.
I see the size of that dog compared to my husky, and it's like, man, that looks like a little puppy.
I know.
What?
Hey, now, I got one that size, and my full-size pit bull looks at me like, can you get him to stop?
Yep.
You know, go ahead.
I had a pit bull at the same time that I had this one. They got along great. Yeah.
I actually had a...
Passed away. Now this one is like 12 or 13 years old.
Yep. I actually have friends who think my pit bull is going to hurt my chihuahua, and I look at him and go, yeah, right. I'm worried about the mini pit bull hurting the big guys. He gets aggressive with them. When it's playtime, it's like, when the big dogs are done, they'll come and hide behind me because he won't stop. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have to remind the little ones sometimes, dude, they're walking away from you. They're done. Stop, please.
He's still going.
He thinks he's winning.
Is that a picture
That
of
is,
Troy?
that's actually what Detroit looks like now. That's the Lions football stadium. Down to the right, it's kind of half round.
Yeah.
That's the Lions stadium. And right behind it's Tiger Stadium.
Wow. It really.
That's lit up at night.
Yeah,
That's wow. That's pretty cool. And that's looking. Is that the lake in the background?
I think that's I-75, and I think 94 is running over it. I-70, pretty sure.
Wow.
Yes. Yep. And I-75 runs all the way down to fucking Florida. 94 runs to Chicago, maybe farther. Yeah, it's looking really nice down there. Everybody, if you didn't check it out, there's videos and that of the draft that was here, the NFL draft, and they actually broke the attendance record. There was 275,000 people, all bunched into like a 2 or 3 block radius. Fucking had a stage out there, and fucking it was insane. They broke the record for most attendance at any draft ever.
Wow. Yeah, I watched it on TV just for a little bit, and I caught a picture of the guy coming out backstage, walking out onto the stage, and you could see the crowd just as far as you could see. There was a crowd.
And it went on for a couple blocks. Good.
Wow.
No, that's wild. Yeah, so the Great Lakes, that's one of that's, what is that, Lake Michigan in the background?
Yeah.
No, it's actually Detroit River. The Detroit River connects St. Clair Shores, and St. Clair Shores is on Lake Huron, the southern end of Huron. And then the other side is Lake Erie, down Detroit River.
Oh, hell.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, there's just a big river that runs through. In all actuality, but it's all connected by water. So it's actually a Great Lake, I guess you could say, but it's only a river. But it's wide. You can run freighters through it.
Oh, yeah.
If you've seen the Ambassador Bridge, probably. They're building the Gordie Howe Bridge. Stony Baker. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Dr. Nick.
No, I was saying I was in Detroit, but it's been 30 years ago I was in Detroit.
It's in 80s? 80s or 90s?
Yeah. 80s, early 80s.
Okay. Yep. Hey, that's 40 years, Dr. Nick.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Time is flying, though. I wish I was 10 years younger, though. You know what? Then again, I don't. But hey, we live, we learn, we move on, we live, and we love more. Hopefully.
Absolutely.
Stony Baker, what's going on, guy? Thanks for stopping in. We're over here at J Blues. If you want to pop over here, say hi to J Blues. You know what, Tim? I didn't drop the link. Blues.
Oh, hey there. Okay, yeah, he did. Absolutely. I couldn't see the chat. I was over in another part of the StreamYard. Stony Baker MD, welcome in. Green room, laid back, chill, little live blues here and there, and then live background, you might say. Dr. Nick, when you were out there letting Dillinger out, it was like, I definitely have said many a time, oh well, don't worry about that crap. Don't worry about that song or that junk stuff, right? I mean, how many times have I said
Absolutely. Yeah. There's some stuff in there that's not usable for your style. But then there's a lot of stuff in there that is usable. A lot of stuff.
There's a ton of material up in there. It's unbelievable.
Yep.
Yeah, don't try to make anyone's stuff your style ever. Just do it your way.
Yeah.
Within the boundaries, it works out.
I guess what worked out good for me was that my style is pretty much the same as yours. And
Ohio Steve, welcome into the room. Welcome. Hit the like.
What's happening, Steve? Like, yep.
Motor City up here with the new photo of Detroit. Looking good.
Took her a while to message me back.
Yeah, both of us are up here.
No,
Yeah.
she doesn't want to seem too anxious, Motor.
Yeah, that's true. Probably. That's funny.
Snowdeck. Hello.
Welcome in, SnugX. Jump on over to J Blues, subscribe. I just dropped the link. I should pin it. Pin it. Oh, hell yeah. There we go. I can pin. Let's put that.
Dink.
Always appreciate the boss.
Now, here comes all the messages.
yeah, Miss Marissa.
Marissa.
She changed her name.
No?
Or she
Oh,
changed the name of the show.
It's funny. Her name, the one I was texting me, her name is Michelle. I was like, huh? It's not Marissa. Sorry. Huh. Boy, everybody's having problems.
Are you seeing the chat, Dr. Nick?
Yeah.
Just to play. Streams. I feel guilty. It's Stony Baker. I'm riding 2 streams. I feel guilty.
Yeah. Snugx. I don't see anyone new. Oh, Ohio Steve, yeah.
What's happening, Tom?
I got Patrick. Everyone from Patrick on.
Oh, you're not seeing the chat?
No, I am. I'm seeing. Okay, there's at the bottom. Okay.
Looks like there's a spot. Go ahead.
I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody.
Guys, Broke Fishing just dropped Jay Blues' Rumble link channel for his Rumble in this show. Go over here, follow, subscribe, whatever you want to call it. Hit his Rumble up. He might be having exclusive shows that are Rumble only. If you're not following him over there, you'll never know.
There we can be ourselves.
Yep.
We don't have to tiptoe. You know.
Oh man, I swear I judge my YouTube how many claims I get.
It seems with I do music, I get from 7 to 18 fucking claims.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a slow night.
Well, it just depends on how much music I play.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll let people up and then I don't play no more music, but I'll still get claims on almost every song.
Oh, if I don't have a
Now-
claim, I think something's wrong.
Yep.
Let me ask something. Can I take somebody else's stream that's already on YouTube and put it on my channel?
You risk them striking your channel.
Oh, okay.
It is their content. I mean, technically, if you don't clean, a lot of times nothing happens.
If you know
but
the
some people
person,
will
you
strike them.
just talk to them. Like like with Nerd Report, with that big channel Nerd Report, I actually went and asked the channel owner Lewis if I could re-show him one day. And Lewis and me like each other, so he's given me lifelong permission to re-show anything he's got on his channel. If he can be live and I can re-show his live on my channel when I'm live, and he don't care. He's already told me he won't strike me, but there is a chance that somebody will hit you for their content.
Yeah, I went down to Orlando and went up to Sanford to visit Mosh, and we went to one of the clubs that he always films at, the Alley, and
I've seen that.
I jammed that night, but I called, or I didn't call Mosh. I think I texted him or something to make sure it was okay if I put that on my.
Yeah, well, if you're in it, it's sort of hard for him to hit you for a copyright if you're in the video.
Sure.
Welcome back, Motor.
Welcome. Thank you.
Where'd you go?
Time to follow.
The wrong button.
No, it actually said snap. Something went wrong. You know, it said across the screen, you know, the StreamYard dropped or something. So I had to reload and came back.
And there he went again.
Damn.
You know what it is? That probably the iPad might be slightly overheated.
Or it might be slightly full on the temporary memory and you do a quick restart, which dumps the temporary memory and then turns it back on and you'll be fine.
So yeah, the cache needs to be cleared.
Yep.
I've always heard the background sometimes draws a lot of power.
Oh, StreamYard draws the most out of your processor that's going to be drawn. This computer program was originally made, this streaming platform, which is a standalone computer program, was originally made for computers, and then they adapted it to be used with StreamYard. So it's processing, what it takes to process the StreamYard is one of the highest. Because
Wow.
I'll have to restart in a little bit because my computer's bitching at me too. But I go through a lot of data.
This tablet sucks.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I was gonna tell him he needs to do a restart.
Well, he can hear us because the phone is also connected, but his monitor's chat, I think, from the phone, and monitors the StreamYard from the tablet.
Yeah, turn the tablet off, turn it back on, motor. It'll work better. It'll dump your cache. Temporary
Take your time,
memory.
brother. Take your time.
I didn't even feel good enough to do karaoke today, and that's not me on a karaoke day. Singing day. I don't really call it karaoke, it's singing.
Okay.
There he comes.
Jeez.
Hey, motor.
Yeah.
What?
They probably need to clear that cache out on that tablet.
When it starts doing that to you, turn your tablet off, let it shut down, turn it back on. It'll dump your temporary memory file, and you'll be fine.
He just went again.
Yeah, I bet you it's because its temporary memory file's full.
Well,
And I don't know enough. I can't remember enough. I know it. I just can't remember enough to tell them how to go in there and partition more of the available memory to the temporary file. That's what I do with laptops, but for mobile devices, I'm not as good on them anymore. We need to find a teenager.
yeah, that's my
Welcome
wife.
in. Welcome in, Mark.
My wife is real knowledgeable on computers because she works for a law firm, and she's a legal assistant for a law firm, and they do a lot of transcripts, typing.
Yeah, and she probably saves all of her files and shuts the computer off at the end of the work day every day.
Yep. Yep.
You threw your laptop into a dumpster, Todd Bushy.
I'd have never done that.
I shut my computer off 2 months ago. Dumpster. So I can't make it out.
I don't know. I shut my computer off daily.
Now I'm concerned that I can't use my Dell Inspiron 5150 that's loaded out with RAM. Even for back in the day of 2004, it's running XP. I don't need any updates.
But you can actually find out real easy, and you can actually go get like Windows 8 or Windows 10 and put it in there to as the new program, and it'll run fine with all the hardware.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I have Windows 10 on a disk here.
Yeah, well, there's a way you can put Windows 10 into that other laptop, and it'll recognize everything. And it'll update the hardware too. The updates they have for all the drivers. It'll automatically do that when you put it in.
It's going to wipe the files, right?
I'm not sure. You'd get a hold of Gunny on Discord. He'll tell you. He's better at that than I am. Gunny used to work for Intel, help build the computers. He's very knowledgeable.
Wow.
He helped build the machines that make the chips and maintenance them. So he's got a lot of computer knowledge. There's other people out there like, who is it? Z's buddy, Friends in Code. He's another one that's good for that.
You could back up that information on a little, what are they called?
External hard drive.
Yeah, just a little plug.
Or a USB, but you usually want the external hard drive, and they're cheap.
Yeah.
But I'd get a hold of Gunny and tell him what's going on, and he'll
Yeah,
actually.
'cause there's a lot of shit in there I don't want to lose.
Then you should get yourself an external hard drive anyways that's more gigabytes than the computer is, and back it up to that anyways, just to back up all that stuff you don't want to lose. You should make a mirror copy of it on an external hard drive that you could take to other computers and get the information, the files out of. Not the operating stuff, but the files.
Good idea.
I actually have a complete copy of every laptop I've owned, including my Vista. I have a copy of everything that was in it on an external hard drive. Even though it starts up and it works perfectly fine, but Vista is no longer supported. So it's now no longer internet friendly. It's work friendly. It's Microsoft. All the programs work in it. It's not. I have to take them off of there and go get on one of my newer laptop.
See, with the laptop that would be in front of me again, then the camera cage that also supports my GoPro as the second cam that's on in here. And then I have access to the wide angle lenses and everything else that I want. And then the phone would have a 0 roll.
Yeah.
The broadcast.
And plus you would be it's much easier to use the program on a laptop or a desktop than it is on a mobile device. Much easier to use all these StreamYards, Rumble, YouTube. They're all made for computers and then adapted to mobile devices.
Right. I would probably agree with you on that. Yeah, that's. And I've got a laptop. It's not that old.
What is it? Windows 8, Windows 10?
I would think 10.
Yeah, it's still supported.
Yeah.
My one that I just started having problems is Windows 10, and it's not because of that. It's because of other problems. My new one is Windows 11. Everybody was complaining. I'm like, I don't see no problem with it. I found a couple things a lot better than the 10. You know, and pretty soon, you're not going to have that 8 or 10. You know, they update the newest stuff in 1 or 2 programs back, and then eventually they go, we're not going to put all the money into updating 2 programs back, and because they're making a new one. It just comes up with newer stuff. Like my computer, wow, way quick. I went to a website on a video, and it tried to download a Trojan to me. My computer didn't just tell me it was trying to download a Trojan. It kicked that tab right out of my gone. I was like, and then I'm reading the message from my security system. I'm like, okay, I understand. I won't be going back to that website. Wow. And it's one where a lot of people put videos on, but I'm not going back.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, so 10 tends the answer to that.
Yeah, you know, because 10's one program back from the new one, so it should be cheaper, and it's still supported, and most computers can handle the 10. Because the 11 you need a little bit more upgrade in the actual hardware. But I bet you 10 would be fine, and you'd be able to run it for quite a while more if it can handle it. Like I said, talk to Gunny or talk to Friends in Code. Gunny's in the Discord, and they'll help you with that. Hell, you never know. Gunny might be able to tell you where to go put 10 on a USB stick. get all your stuff backed up, and then just stick the USB stick in, and it'll upgrade you. It'll help for the upgrade.
Oh yeah, I could easily dump what's in there to. I'll just stick a 32 gig stick in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just that little stick.
Dump it all in there, and then
you got to remember, some sticks aren't as big as everything you're trying to dump. You got to know how many RAMs, how many megabytes or gigabytes of data you're trying to dump, because not all USB sticks have the same amount of gigabytes as what you're trying to put in them. That's why they recommend external hard drives now. It's literally the same thing that's in your laptop, just in an external case. I can run any computer and tell it to boot up from my external hard drive, and it's like booting up a computer. At startup, I can tell it to boot any computer to boot from my external hard drive, and it'll use the stuff from my external hard drive to run the computer and me get on the net.
Yeah, you're not going to boot up from. I'm talking about file storage to the stick. 32 gigs on a stick should be the same as, if you got like it should be the same as 32 gigs on, but even though there's not 32 gigs in the laptop, but I think there's about 18 gigs in there. It needs to come off of there.
Facebook is what Facebook is, guys. Some of our kids, that's the only way they contact us. That's why us older guys have Facebook still. My daughter will not call me on the normal phone unless it's a bona fide emergency, but she'll talk to me twice a week daily, but she'll literally call me twice a week on Facebook Messenger. It's like, okay, I'll keep the Facebook.
Yeah, I got rid of Facebook because I got in trouble because all my family members were on my Facebook page also. So I got on there and said some shit. Had the whole family.
And they couldn't handle what you said.
Yeah.
They showed their age of being a little child and couldn't handle what you said,
Yep.
Even though you would say the same thing to them in person, and they wouldn't be able to say anything back to them.
Absolutely. They were up in Indiana and places like that. I just said the same thing. I was sitting in their living room.
Yep.
So I said the heck with it, and I got rid of Facebook.
If you didn't, I've been in trouble with Facebook. The family don't even pay attention anymore. They just go, "Yep, there goes broke again." Facebook occasionally gives me a 30-day timeout still, but past year they've just been like, "Yep, there goes broke again." I've learned what not to say on Facebook, put it that way.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump down. I got to go eat something more. Let the damn four-legged noisemakers out for a while. I will talk to you later, Jay.
Right on, broke.
Brother.
Yeah, we're only going to go a little bit longer, probably another 20 minutes.
Yeah, you got 2 hours for 45 in.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I appreciate great update on some real weather. Good job on that. I think you should do that on the side.
One more time, what is the website? You told me at the beginning. Now I forgot.
Windy.com. And I know they have a mobile app because they tell me about once a week they have a mobile app and you can put it on a cell phone.
Cool.
I don't know what it looks like on a mobile app, but so far Wendy's pretty damn good for. That's what I use to show you guys the satellite and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
just
I have-
need a good weather channel like that on my phone. So,
And I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of settings I haven't even tried to go experience. If I pay for it, I know it'll give me more, but it's only it's less than $20 a year. I'm just one of those guys that they're gonna have to entice me a little more. I might send them a message and go, $19 a year is a little much. Can you give me a deal? You're taking from my budget.
right.
If you wouldn't believe how many of these companies will give you a better deal if you just ask.
Okay. We'll do it for you for $10.
Yeah. It's like StreamYards. They gave me a hell of a deal, but I think they also know I go around and help people with StreamYards. Actually,
Yeah,
I
don't
do
mind
know
the
they
little
know.
logo up there. The logo's up there on mine. I don't mind it up there. They even said,
Me
"Look,
either.
you want the deal? Do you mind the logo?" I said, "Hell no."
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm
using
using their program. Why not advertise it? It actually dumps a link in the bottom of every one of my videos saying use this link and to get if you don't have StreamYards. I don't care.
I don't mind how it is. It's not in the way of anything. It's high and tight, and it's just right.
Yeah, and I mean, if that's the only thing that's different from me paying full price, IDF.
That's it.
All right. Thanks for having me up, Jay Blues. Good to see
All
you,
right,
Dr.
brother.
Nick. You guys stay out of trouble. If you can't stay out of trouble, don't get caught.
I'm gonna have to not get caught because I can't stay out of trouble.
Yeah, that's me
Right.
too.
Drink some coffee.
I'm going to. That's part of what I'm going to do.
All right, my brother.
All right. Talk to you later, guys.
Soon,
Bye
man.
bye.
Bye. Oh man.
So yeah, I got to finally get the swell box back to normal and work on that today on the organ. We're good. Just really happy with the tone out of it now.
The
It's hard
Swell
when you hear in person, you'd be able to. You can't.
yeah.
You can hear it, but I mean, it's when you're in person, you can just feel like
Oh yeah.
it's different. It's got that nice little. You have enough room, you give a little by, and it gets that nice gritty sound. Without blowing your ear.
Purple gritty sound.
The what?
I said that deep purple gritty sound.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're wide open, yeah. But I'm more like to me, it's like would sound nice with like Crazy Horse. It just sounds
Okay.
a nice, cool sound.
Cool.
How's the Suburban? Oh, let's see. Wow, Todd Bushy.
Which one, his or mine?
Let's see if he's okay. Here's what's up with the sub. This week, finally, the rubber brake lines I'm replacing those and throwing a fresh set of pads on the rotors, which are fine. That's on the 91. And then on Dr. Nick over here, he's got 2015 XLT getting pads up front. And but his lines are cool. Everything's still cool with those. probably for another, honestly, probably another 60, 70,000.
Yeah, it's only got about 130,000 on it.
Yeah. But he needs his
2,000.
tax, and, it's time.
Yeah.
That's what's up on the Suburban Report, Todd. You're more than welcome to cross the country and come on and join in.
Yep. Help out.
Todd's the Chevy master.
Dig it. Dig it.
I guess Motor gave up on his tablet.
Yeah. It like you say, probably got hot. I mean, tablets do get hot. When I run the program for the board that's sitting over there, the QSC board, I've got that program on my laptop that I can go out front and run sound. But let me tell you what, on a hot sunny day outside, that tablet, you can't hardly touch it. It gets so hot. I had that happen to me on a couple of different sound gigs that I was doing. Next thing you knew, that thing shut down because it was overheated. It shut down. But you can still run the sound from the board. It was just nice to be able to do it from a tablet.
Right on, right on. So yeah, I'll play some blues here in a minute or two. I'm gonna be right back. I just want to get a little of this.
Yeah.
But, hang on 1 second here.
I wish I had my bass out here.
Yeah, well, we know we'll get a live one this week, no matter either one way or another. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's cool. I ain't in no hurry for nothing. And it's like,
No reason to be.
It's been fucking raining. It's still soaking wet out here.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about that.
You were here. Everything was cut down.
Yeah.
And stuff's already like 4 more inches high. I'm like, man. And then the cicada, every day it's like getting more massive. They're eating all the freaking trees.
And they will devour the leaves off of a tree.
Today you could see them flying back. Okay, they
Wow. That's how thick they are.
It's,
Wow.
yeah, they're about like that.
Yeah.
And you'll see the shells everywhere, slightly larger. They'll be like stuck to bark or stuck to side
They
of wood.
shed their shell, or is that a dead cicada?
They're there's 2 trees in the front,
Yeah.
and they're crisscrossing the 2 trees all day long. It's like pretty cool. It's like, I'm like, go ahead, eat this shit. Eat the whole place. I don't know.
Yeah. Those 2 Bradford pear trees.
What are you gonna do about it? I mean,
Yep. No, there's nothing you can do. I don't think they have
at it, man.
spray.
The birds are having a field day.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Yeah, they're having a field day. They're all birds coming back. There's everything from blue jays to sparrows to hummingbirds to cardinals, and then you got the bigger birds that are hanging up in the trees.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I wonder what they think. I mean, they had a lot of cover across the street. You
They're
know,
like
you couldn't see
good eating. They're probably saying good eating.
Yeah, Todd, it was great to see you too, buddy. I mean, yeah.
So what I'm gonna do here is play some blues.
Go right ahead, bro. That's what you do best.
Somebody asked me to do the so we're just gonna
Sweet. Sweet.
Yeah, I'm liking that because then it's like you're only using maybe a third of the volume. So it's in the deeper tones and more aggressive, a little more volume on it. It just starts sounding more like it's getting that deep burn sound on it. It's ripping. But I'm also at, I don't know what time it is, 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
I feel like, but,
That's the nice thing about living out in the country like you do.
oh, I
I
could,
mean,
but
you could open the doors and play, and it would be okay at 2 o'clock in the morning. I did that here, and I'd have the SWAT team sitting outside my front door wondering what they
I've asked some locals around here. Cause a lot of times, even during the day, but especially early evening, it's blasting. When I have the doors open, it's like, hey man, play more.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay,
yeah.
just making sure. I don't know, man. Play more. I don't care. But I'm just looking here, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Southside channel. We don't hold no grudges here on anybody.
Yeah,
Appreciate everybody coming in off Motors channel. Appreciate it. You like us? Sub up. Todd Boucher. Ohio Steve. Steve. Deep Fryer. Daddy's Big Funk Supreme. What's happening? Glad you stopped in. No. Everyone earlier, Pat.
yeah. Everybody that was here.
You
Appreciate
catch
it.
Motor on the rebound.
Yep.
Hope everybody has a good week. Make the best of it.
Some of you try to stay dry this week. I know some people are going to get some rain. So,
Yeah. Everybody, we're all the same. So we're going to let this ride out. We're going to get out of here.
dig it.
Always look onward, y'all. Don't let nothing drag you down. Nothing. Watch what comes in these and these. Walk tall. Peace and love. We're going to be out of here. Southside channel. Stay safe, y'all. Thank you again. Peace out.
Peace.